Hello and welcome inside the high school huddle. Along with Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans, we get set for the 2024 football season. Today we take a look at the Piedmont Wildcats. But first, let's hear from our title sponsor, Red River Roofing.
Nothing revitalizes your home faster than new siding. Transform your house into your dream home with Red River Roofing Siding and Windows. Call today for a free inspection.
Piedmont Wildcats coming off a 7-4 season in Class 5A. They get bumped up to 6A2. They're a few years out from 6A1. It's happening pretty quick over in Piedmont. The flex bone offense, it's much talked about, tries its ways in 6A football, and it was tough going. Of course, remember Piedmont, not a lot of victories, but they have made several playoff appearances in a tough District 5A2 with Carl Albert, Guthrie, McGinnis. And so now they bump up to 6A2. And, 5A, 6A, top heavy. But, is there much different from 5A to 6A that Piedmont will see, you think? Will they see better athletes, you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think overall.
Yeah.
And I think up front's where it's really going to be noticeable. I mean, the linemen are going to look different in 6A2. And there'll be more good, skilled kids in 6A2. I mean, a lot of 5A schools, if you've got two cats that can go get it offensively in 5A, you can win a lot of football games.
Yeah.
If you got three, man, you can play for a state title. You get up into 6A ball, whether it's two or one, you're going to see 5, 6 kids, usually on both sides of the ball, that can flat play.
Yeah, and when you play Piedmont, it's an offense you don't see all the time. That's one of the things that people talk before the game, that they hadn't seen this and they have to practice really hard. I'm sure a lot of these 6A schools are working a lot of time in the summertime to get ready for this flexbone offense. We've seen this offense where if Piedmont gets ahead, it's a great offense. If they get behind, not only on the scoreboard but behind the chains, third down 9, third down 8, you have a great chance of holding them on third down percentage. I'd be curious, I don't know the stats, but what third down percentage is against good quality programs.
Yeah, I just, there's a reason why not very many schools run this offense.
Yeah. In fact, the last time I can remember a state championship team winning with the flexbone in big school football was Altus.
Yeah.
And they had a stud running back and a stud quarterback.
Well, that's Division I kids.
That's the thing. When you run this offense, you got to have 3 or 4 dogs that can flat out go play.
Yeah.
And with Piedmont having 5 returners on offense and defense, they're going to struggle to find that cat, those 2, 3 cats that can help lead that offense. And again, they might, in 5A, the teams were very, very good, top heavy in 5A.
And it dropped.
And it completely dropped off. In 6A2, I think Carl Albert would have easily, not easily, but I think they would have easily won because they beat Muskogee last year by 20-some points. Yeah. 5A team definitely beat 6A2. So this could be a better fit for Piedmont right now at this particular time. It could be a better fit. But again, that offense, if your team is disciplined on the defensive side of the ball, everybody keeps their assignments, you have a great chance of defeating that offense.
And Piedmont had a good victory last year over Blanchard to win the Class 4A state championship 21-7. But Piedmont's 4 losses, Guthrie, McGinnis, Carl Albert, and Elgin, 4 good programs in 5A, and I think their schedule will have some good programs that they'll have to go up against as well. Let's take a look at the Piedmont schedule this year. And a couple of 5A teams to begin the season with Midwest City and El Reno. And then you start learning your ways about Norman and Choctaw. Norman 6A1, and then Choctaw begins the new district play for Choctaw. Northwest Class in U.S. Grant, everything looks good there. Lawton Ike, a questionable game. Who knows what can happen there? Southmore, they're down from 6A1. What does that look like this year? Stillwater, a 6A2 powerhouse over the year. And Putnam City, a strong team getting better as well. So this is an interesting schedule. You just don't exactly know how Piedmont transitions into 6A2 with that particular offense. So we're kind of in the same area as we pull up the season records here in just a little bit. And there you have it. Phil.
Yes, sir.
You have a tough go for Piedmont.
Well, but they graduated. They lost 6 starters on both sides of the ball last year. They got a lot of young kids. El Reno, that was a tough ball game last year. Now, El Reno's does not have their stud running back or their backup running back they had last year.
Won that game 14-6.
14-6. I'm not rooting for any team to have that kind of year. I mean, that's tough for the kids, but at the end of the day, I think Northwest Class and U.S. Grant, are their best. I mean, they're their best opportunities for W's.
Well, and when I look at that schedule, I look at a lot of toss-up games.
Yeah.
Midwest City, El Reno. Yeah. I think they'd be a slight underdog against Norman, an underdog against Choctaw, favorite against Classen, favorite against Grant.
Mike's
probably a favorite against Ike,
but not a dominant.
Ike is improving. Southmore, hard to say. I would say toss-up. Both teams are coming to 6A2, one from 6A, one from 5A. Stillwater, they would be underdog there, and Putnam City is another toss-up.
Yeah, but guys, the elephant in the room, that freaking offense.
Yeah, no, that's.
I mean, you get down 2 touchdowns in that offense, you're done.
Yeah.
Unless the wheels just completely fall off on the other side and they lay the ball down, they get turnovers deep on their opponent's end. You get 2 touchdowns down, you're done.
Yeah. This is like our friends have a show as well, and they keep it 100. That's basically what. Yeah. Not to steal their show idea, but it's just trying to be.
That offense. Offense. I'll just say that offense is horrendous.
Oh my, you went there.
No, it's horrendous. We've watched it every year. It's a terrible offense. It will not work in 6A2. It won't.
No,
hear me now, believe me later. It won't work.
Phil, I mean, again, all it takes is for the other team to take the opening kickoff to the house, and we've seen it
repeatedly.
And if you get a stop or two, I mean, like you said, that offense is tough. I mean, it's if you get behind, there's no room for failure. And again, they're all young. And at some point, when you lose games, you tend to lose a lot of confidence and you get frustrated. And I don't want to say give up, but a lot of teams could fold after this if that offense doesn't make huge improvements into 6A2.
I mean, I see a lot of stuff out there written about Piedmont by other people, other publications, and I think they're just not paying attention.
Well,
I mean, Piedmont since 2016 has went 6-5, 3-7, 5-6. Had a very, very good year in 19. Went 10-3. That year they knocked off
Carl Albert. With that offense,
ended that winning streak. Yep. Great job with that offense. They did, but remember what happened? They got out ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. That's where it comes in.
That's where it comes in. I mean, then 5-4 in the COVID year, 5-6, 7-5, 7-4.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody that sits there and says they've had banner success minus that 1 year with that offense, you're just not being honest.
It'll be interesting as Piedmont makes their way up to 6A2 football, and we'll see how the Wildcats get it done on the field this year. Be sure to catch the high school huddle each and every week on Wednesday night, 6 o'clock. We'll be there all the way to the end of the season. Week 2 in December, second week in December is the championship, last runs of championships. So be sure to subscribe, like, and be notified. Click the bell to be notified when we go live.
Piedmont send all their fan mail down here, right?
Yeah, I think they might be doing
Come live. Interact with us on the show.
We'll talk to you next on the High School Huddle.